Today we're going to talk about a man who has suffered a little bit of a nerf while simultaneously maintaining a little bit of a buff. It's kind of like good and bad all at once. That man there doesn't look like this dude, but that's who this dude is. Caldor Drago. He's just a little bit of a different version. He's my version of Caldor Drago. Voldus, sorry. Grand Master Voldus. So stick around, we'll talk about Voldus. Alright, stats-wise, Voldus is very similar to Drago. He's just got one less wound. He's got a movement of 5, weapon skill, ballistic skill both of 2+. He has strength and toughness both of 4. He has 6 wounds, 6 attacks, leadership 9 and a 2+ save. So Voldus, he comes with a mastercrafted storm bolter, a malleus agrium, a frag grenades and crack grenades, and your army can only include one Voldus model. Understandably, because there is only one Voldus. The Mastercrafted Storm Bolter, it is a 24-inch range, rapid fire 2, strength 4, AP neg 1 and 2 damage. That's an upgrade. He used to just have a regular old bolter. Now he's got a Mastercrafted one. The extra AP and damage is actually pretty cool. You can mow down marines pretty good with it. Things like that. The Malleus Agrium, that is his Thunder Hammer. It is a melee weapon, strength times 2, AP neg 3, damage 3, and there's no negative hit modifiers. Also being AP neg 3, it's that little bit better than Demon Hammers now. They copped a little bit of a hit with the nerf, and they're now AP 2. AP 3 is pretty good. So Voldus is a Knight of Titan, and he has Teleport Strike. He also has an Iron Halo, which gives him a 4+ invulnerable save. Voldus has the Rites of Battle, which is an aura. It is, while a friendly Ward Maker's core, keyword there, Ward Maker's core unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. So while we're at that, Voldus has to be part of a Ward Maker's Brotherhood. The third Brotherhood is actually pretty good anyways. It's not like it's bad. It's not like he's getting stuck in the worst Brotherhood. So the Ward Makers are the very psychic heavy ones, and Voldus is their boss. So Voldus is a Ward Maker. If you don't like it, tough. Too bad. This model can attempt to manifest 2 psychic powers in your psychic phase, and attempt to deny 2 psychic powers in your opponent's psychic phase. He knows Smite and 3 powers from the Dominus Discipline. So just like Drago, he can pick 3 Dominus powers. He also gets Smite. Unlike Drago, however, he is on Ward Makers, so he does also get the Ward Makers power. Voldus is locked into the Ward Makers Warlord trait. I will go over that now when I find the Ward Makers page. So the power that he gets is the Malediction. It is Warp Charge 6. If manifested, select one enemy unit within 12 inches of this Psyker. Till the start of the next psychic phase, that unit is not affected by aura abilities of models from its own army. Pretty good. And the Lore Master trait. Each time a psychic test is taken for this warlord, if the result of that test was an unmodified result of 8+, and it was greater than or equal to the power's warp charge value, your opponent cannot attempt to deny that power. So Voldus, if you drop the strat on him to cast an extra power, he can cast 3 powers, and if the roll on that is an 8 or more, he can't be denied. Pretty damn good. The Ward Maker's stratagem is actually not too bad either. It allows you to change a psychic power around. You put it on a character and you select a Dominus power that you don't have, and then it knows that power, but then you have to give up one. It's pretty flexible. He can take 3 anyways, but in that situation where one of your other characters is dead, or if you kind of need that power on that part of the table, throw that stratagem on, swap out one of his powers quickly, and he can cast it. It's pretty good, pretty useful. So all 3 parts of the Ward Maker's stuff that Drago has access to are all very useful for him. The downside is with Voldus is because he does have the Grand Master keyword, You can't take a Grand Master and Dread Knight if you're in the same army with Voldus, because they both kind of rule each other out. So that's about the only downside, but to be honest, he's still cool. And I would probably look at him, considering him. If you're running 2 detachments with different brotherhoods, if the second detachment had Voldus and the other detachment had the Dread Knight, then there's your problem solved. He's just a very good multi-tool. And also as well, with their ability to turn off auras, it's not necessarily turning off the auras if you're using the abilities from those auras to attack those Ward Makers units. If you've got, let's say, Rapiers in there, turn off the auras, the Rapiers go in and attack, the other guy's trying to attack back, the auras are still not working on them. So team them up that way as well. So Voldus, that's Voldus. Love to hear some comments about him. How you love, hate, deny, whatever Voldus. Tell me all about it. Anyways, thank you. Until next time.